You know, today some very interesting news came out within this past day or so. That something happened this past Friday. You see, this past Friday, according to some reports today, all over this weekend, CM Punk was granted his release from WWE. And then today you have WWE coming out and saying, we have not released CM Punk. And then on top of that, you got rumors going around that he's going to come back next week, maybe even come back on the 3rd in Chicago. How he comes back is totally up to what WWE and he have agreed on. If they say, hey, you can come back and you can pipe bomb all you want, you know, really surprise people, catch them off guard, then fine. That's a great agreement. That way he can come out and have confront Triple H and say, oh, this is the reason, blah, 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 and oh, behind the scenes, that's why. Basically call him out and stuff. And really build towards a big time match at Mania. But then again, he can come back. But then again, it's totally up to the fact. It's totally up to whether or not the rumors are true. Then, of course, you have this news breaking that he was released, and then WWE saying he wasn't. And then you have new merchandise showing up, new CM Punk merchandise showing up on the www.shop.com. So here's my question. If CM Punk was not released, and yet people say he was, and there was talk and blah, 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 let me ask the IWC this. What is with some of you? What is with some of you here in the IWC and YWC when you come out and report this kind of stuff? Why are you so determined to say this kind of stuff and get people to talk about it, which you are? But why? Why do you report false advertising, false stories? Why do you come out when you hear just a rumor and you're thinking, okay, let's do this? Why? Are you guys so determined to get him back, CM Punk back in Ring of Honor where you can have your 90-minute matches? Is that what you're determined about? Is that what you want WWE to do? Say, okay, CM Punk fans, we're going to give you CM Punk Triple H a 90-minute Iron Man match. Is that what you guys want? Or you want to say, okay, CM Punk fans, CM Punk's back, we're going to give you CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, 2 out of 3 falls, 90-minute Iron Man match. Is that what you want? I don't understand. You know, I come out and do a video where I say the IWC and the YWC is confusing. And doing this does not help you guys. I mean, if you want CM Punk so badly to be in the position you want him to be in, and God knows he wants to be in that similar position of being the top of the food chain, bring back pro wrestling, old school pro wrestling back to WWE, no one can blame him for that. No one can blame him. Heck, that would be believe it or not, that would be a refreshing change. A refreshing change of things. It would be refreshing to see that. But here's the thing. You cannot be so determined to get what you want as a CM Punk fan that you want to come out and make stuff up. Why? Because what? Because you think, oh, if he goes to TNA, he's going to wrestle all the time, and we're going to get our 90-minute matches. Come on, folks. Grow up. You want CM Punk to be in the position? You do it the right way. You don't come out, try to grow a rumor that's not true, try to instigate this, instigate that, all because you want CM Punk at the top of the food chain. I understand you CM Punk fans, you Ring of Honor purists, you pro wrestling purists. You want that CM Punk, you want CM Punk back on top. I get that. You want him to be that revolutionary that leads WWE back to just pro wrestling, where it's like match after match after match. It's a 25, 30-minute, 5-star classic. That basically, in a 3-hour span, you get one 30-minute match, another 30 match, 2 matches in 1 hour, 2 matches the next hour, 2 matches the third hour. It's like 6 matches, 30 minutes long, 5-star classics. I know that's what you guys want, but you have to be patient. Patience is a virtue. And if you really want to protest and basically make WWE notice you and say, okay, fans, we get what you want, but it's going to be hard to do it, here's what you do. You either protest outside the arena We're not letting you guys in until you get the CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I get that. I can understand if you did that. Maybe it'd get you in trouble with the law, but you know it'd be better than nothing. Or maybe you can go and do what a lot of employees do to the employers. Go out there and pick it and say, we want CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, we want CM Punk RH style matches. Serious, folks. You need to grow up. You need to grow up and accept things for what they are. And you got to accept patience. Whether or not CM Punk remains with the company is totally up in the air. But you know, right now, you know damn well that anytime a report comes out and certain words like official are quotated, when it comes to something like this, you know damn well as well as anybody that this is a freaking work, probably the best work WWE's ever done, because probably CM Punk had a lot of say in it, and you know it. You know it. This is building towards Summer of Punk 2. And when we get to Summer of Punk 2, should it happen, and that's what they want to get to, you'll probably get what you want. You'll probably get what you asked for. But you've got to be patient. You can't just go out and say, oh, he got released. And have people go like, oh yeah, he's going to go to TNA. We're going to see a Punk versus the Wolves. Whee! Grow up. Just grow up. All right? Look, like I said, I understand a lot of you want CM Punk on top of the food chain. I get that. But you can't go out and start these kind of rumors. I know sometimes I know some of you fans out there want Sting to get into WWE so you can have Sting Taker. I get that, but what you IWC and YWC fans have to understand is patience is a virtue. And you can't just speed things up by making these kind of rumors come true. Alright? Or making these kind of rumors come true the way you want them to. You can't do that. Because nobody's going to take you seriously. No one's going to take the company you're trying to target seriously. Hey, it's hard that people are taking WWE seriously at all anymore. Yeah, there's a billion fans. They still watch it. I still watch it. Because I like it. But the thing is, folks, you cannot come out here and you cannot come out on Facebook. You cannot go out on places like lordsofpain.net, SES Scoops, PW Insider, Wrestling Observer, YouTube. You cannot come out here and make things up or instigate it even more so just because you want something. You got to be patient. You got to look at examples of how things work. Take a look at how the position Daniel Bryan's in right now. There's a possibility he could be added to the main event at WrestleMania for the WWE World Championship. And it's all because people are continuously going, yes, 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 yes. Not just in WWE events, but all over. You have people doing the yes chant, being part of the yes movement. That's how things get done when something like that happens. You don't come out and you don't make up things, you don't instigate things a lot more than they are just because you want something. Again, CM Punk fans, wrestling purist fans, pure CM Punk fans from the days of RH. I understand what you want. We all do, but you got to be patient. Patience is a virtue, and it will pay off. Look at me. Look at me. Look at some other people out there. It took me 6.5 years since I've been back in California, as crazy as it sounds, to finally get back to work tomorrow. To finally start back to work once again at Walmart. In 6.5 years, it took me that long. It was patience. It was patience, because you know why? I could have easily gone to the Walmart in Modesto, but they weren't hiring. They weren't. I even applied for when they built the new Walmart on McHenry in Modesto. I didn't get a call. Okay? I didn't get a call. They finally built the Walmart here in Patterson. It took me a year. After a few applications in and out, applications online, in store, I finally got the call. I finally got the call last week. I finally got the call on Wednesday, Thursday. Almost 2 weeks ago, I got the call on Wednesday and Thursday. I got interviewed on Monday, took the drug test on a Tuesday, got hired the 2 days later. And tomorrow, I finally returned to work, and it was all because I waited. Yeah, I applied and applied and applied, but I waited, and my patience paid off. Just like anybody else's patience paid off when this Walmart finally came. Because everybody was sick and tired of either going to Turlock or Tracy or Modesto. When it finally came here to Patterson, everything paid off. For people that needed work, for people that wanted to have a closer Walmart, it all paid off. Because patience is a virtue, folks. And for you Ring of Honor fans, you CM Punk fans from the days of Ring of Honor, that are so determined to have CM Punk on top of the food chain, to be the man, to be the revolutionary that changes the landscape of WWE to something of old school pro wrestling, patience is a virtue, and you need to have it. You need to stop making up these stories. You need to stop instigating things, because it's not going to get anywhere. It's only going to make you look like an idiot. It's going to make the people you're trying to target look like an idiot. It's going to make all these wrestling news sites and channels look like idiots. You need to be patient. You need to wait. You need to be patient. You need to wait it out. And who knows? You just might get what you want. But you got to be patient about it. Because the more you wait, the more it builds up. The more the build, the bigger the payoff. Whether you like it or not, you have to be patient. That's all I'm going to say, folks. Be patient, CM Punk fans. Don't go out and try to instigate something because you want something right away. You know, be patient. It's maybe hard to believe, but I do respect CM Punk for standing up for what he believes in. Because he knows if he does this, as big as star as he is, as hot as a star as he is right now, being probably the number 2 babyface, if not probably on the same level as John Cena and Daniel Bryan, he knows WWE and mostly Vince McMahon will do anything it takes to get him back. He has that leverage, so you got to be patient. He knows what he's doing. He and WWE, whether they're working us right now, which it seems they may be, but we can't say whether or not they are, the payoff is going to be big. The payoff is going to be worth something. All you have to do is be patient. And your patience as a fan will be rewarded. That's all I'm going to say, folks. You can comment down below, let me know what you think. Talk to you all later.